Hello, it's the Toaster Party, bringing you another episode of Budget Builder. Today I'm doing Neos Altergeist. But without further ado, let's get into the list. First off, we have our one copy of Elemental Hero Neos, necessary for the Neos Fusion. One copy of Psyframe Driver for the triple copies of Gamma that we're running. The copy of Rainbow Dragon, all the other necessary half to the Neos Fusion. It's not fair that only Dragoon be the only splashable fusion card that people run two pieces to cast. So we also have one copy of Konkiri, 3 copies of Marionetter, the 3 copies of Multifaker, aka the best card in the deck, 3 copies of Gamma, the 2 copies of Sulquidus, the card you usually end up searching off of the Multifaker, 3 copies of Meluseek, one of the best pieces of removal in the entire game, 3 copies of Effect Veiler to stop potential Dragoons, 3 copies of Neos Fusion, which we hope to resolve in case our opponent is able to make Dragoons, 2 copies of Altergeist Manifestation, 2 copies of Altergeist Protocol, 3 copies of Crackdown, 3 copies of Personal Spoofing, 3 Solemn Strike, and 3 Solemn Judgment. So if we go first, hopefully we'll be able to prevent a Dragoons from ever coming down. In our extra, we are on 1 copy of Rainbow Neos. Just a really good card going second. We have 1 copy of Borolo Dragon. Really good link for Topologic Zeraboros. Just another good link for Topologic Trisbania in case we don't have back row, but our opponent does for some odd reason. 2 copies of Altergeist Prime Banshee. 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix. 3 copies of Altergeist Hextia. Probably the most important card in the extra deck besides the Rainbow Neos. Aside from the Link Rebos, of course. 1 copy of Beat Cop from the Underworld, 2 copies of Link Rebo, 1 copy of Salamangre Almirage, and 1 copy of Relinquished Anima. Another just really good card to go into off of your copy of Meluseek, both to trigger its effect and to steal your opponent's cards. In the side, we're running 3 copies of Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode because Dragon Link is a thing, 1 copy of Bankertops because going second is a thing. You sometimes have to do 2 copies of D Crow, just a very solid hand trap to just side into. Sometimes it's just kind of an extra 2 hand traps. If you feel like Ghost Ogre is better, you can probably put that in instead. We also have 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone for opposing back row decks. 3 copies of Secret Village of the Spellcasters because sometimes your opponent wants to resolve spell cards and they don't have spellcasters, whereas your deck is pretty much entirely spellcasters. And then finally 3 copies of Heavy Storm Duster, because instead of Twin Twisters you're going to be running this because you can trigger your Multifaker on your opponent's turn and get Sulquidus onto the field. It's just another very solid card that it's because you're not really going to OTK much with this deck. It's possible, but more often than not, you're going to want to skip your battle phase instead and resolve a back row disruption. But that's all for the day. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you have a great day.